So, sleep is my biggest issue in withdrawal. Believe me, I have tried absolutely everything that's been thrown my way this year. From meditation to, drugs definitely were not the answer. I was given benzos for insomnia, and, the truth is that benzos made my insomnia far worse. My tolerance grew really quickly. I have tried hyperbaric oxygen. Yeah, I've tried tarot cards. I have tried absolutely everything that's been thrown my way. And, basically nothing works. I do take supplements, rhodiola. I try to stay off screens. Sleep, sometimes I've been at 0 to 1 to 2 hours sleep. These are things, I had no idea. And the fact that, when I became an insomniac, they gave me benzos, that's crazy. I have gone to great lengths trying to find anything that cures insomnia for me. And, once you're in withdrawal, you don't have many options. Early morning sunshine, being outside, maybe a good bed, staying off screens from 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. I try really hard. I try to meditate. I try to hydrate. And I try to eat. Sometimes I've forgotten to eat and not eaten healthy things. I do take, a bunch of supplements that they've told me to take. Magnesium. I don't know. My doctor has instructed me on taking them. Rhodiola has been really helpful. But, when you have nightmares, it's actually a good thing. Having a nightmare is showing that you're getting REM sleep. But, the things that I have tried, I've gone to the ends of the earth trying to find solutions for benzo withdrawal sleep. And, when I get, 5 hours, it's yippee. It comes in waves and windows. So some days I feel really good. And some days I've overexerted myself and I then can't do something for the next few days. So, one day I went whitewater rafting and then I paid the price for a while. These are things, I'm learning how to take care of myself. I was told massage and acupuncture, but changes in temperature have been really helpful. Ice packs, hot packs, cold baths, hot baths, anything, for me, benzos and, psychiatric medications have not been the answers at all. And, I didn't ask questions. I wish I'd asked questions, not guilt tripping myself over failure to ask questions. But, every night I pray for sleep. And I hope that everybody else in withdrawal gets sleep. And I know that eventually I will get full nights of sleep. I have occasionally gotten more sleep, but it is not something that you want to go through, and you hope that you will be able to sleep at some point. And I'm promising myself, or at least I try to be optimistic every day, that there will be sleep at some point in the not too distant future. Because if I'm not optimistic, if I'm pessimistic and you think negatively, then, things are going to get worse and you're going to go, oh my God, I'm never going to sleep again. And you sit there at night and you think, I'm not going to sleep. And then you don't sleep. And things get far, far worse when you think you won't sleep than if you say, okay, I'm going to have a restful night's sleep. I'm going to not think. I'm going to, meditate, drink water, I have protein. I've been told to have protein right before I go to sleep, right when I wake up. I generally wake up maybe at 3 a.m. I have protein, then I meditate, and I do relaxation music for a while. So, last night I stayed in bed until 6 a.m. That was really good for me. Went to bed at 10 p.m. I fell asleep around 10 p.m., took my Valium around 10 p.m., and I stayed in bed until around 6 a.m. I didn't sleep the whole time, but at least, I was in bed and resting. So I try to get every bit of rest I can, but I also try not to nap too much during the day because that makes it seem like you make it so I can't rest at night. So, you try your hardest to get sleep, because benzos sure as hell were not the answer to any sleep issue for me. Hope everybody gets their sleep.